Hey guys, what's happening? It's Chris here, aka Thug Newtons. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be drafting for the YouTube channel. It's going to be the last time I draft Origins, so I want to show you all. I might as well make some content. If I'm going to burn $15 to do this, I might as well make it part of the YouTube channel. So I'm going to attempt to do this, and I'll have 4 different videos for you. And what I'm going to do is break them up into the draft construction and then the 3 games because I'm playing Swiss. I'm going to draft this the way that I would draft if I was new to the game or, a bit of an amateur, because I am, and I sit down at, a booster draft at my local game store. Will I be gunning for, chase rares that won't really fit into my build? Maybe, because I think the end of this is I'm trying to win games, but at the same time I'm trying to win value back. This will, like I said, the last time that I'll draft Origins, and I really enjoyed the set. I've researched a ton of it on podcasts, on YouTube videos, news articles, so I think I know what I'm doing. So you're going to join me in this little adventure. I've got my iced coffee, I got my water, I got my Diet Dr. Pepper. It's going to be a couple of hours, so, if you want to watch videos in the background, I'm totally cool with that. Not like I can, stop you. So we're waiting on one more, and then this starts. So here we go. My first pack. And I've got... Hangerback Walker. No. Fuck. Ooh. Okay. Guiltleaf Winnower. Blessed Spirits. Ooh. Girapur Aether Grid's pretty good too. Let's see. Enlightened Ascetic. No. Healing Hands. No. There's only one blue in here. Bloodsucker's a good bomb, but not for some time. Guiltleaf Winnower is 3/2 black with Menace. When it enters, you may destroy target non-leaf creature. Yeah, man, I don't know. Blessed Spirits is really nice. It's not going to come back. It's going to force someone else into white. A 2/2 flyer for 2 and white. I actually might go Blessed Spirits, because whenever you cast an enchantment spell, well, I don't really care about that. Let's see. Aether Grid, no. Patron of the Valiant is a bomb. When it enters, 1/1 counter on each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it. But what are the odds I'm going to have a lot of 1/1s? Unless I get a hanger back in pack 2 or pack 3. Vastwood, no. So I might just take the Winnower, the Guiltleaf. That might be a bad idea. When it enters, you may destroy target non-elf creature whose power and toughness aren't equal. Screw it. I'm going to take the Guiltleaf Winnower. So there's my bomb. I'm not really for... Oh! Abbot of Carol Keep. 2 and 1 for the... And when it enters, you exile the top card. You can play that card. Oh, I mean, it's going to force... Oh, man. Even Battle Priest is a good card, too. The Gearcrafter, no. Dispersed Dreadwaters. Orchard Spirit. I might go red. I'm looking... I don't really see black in this. I might be getting cut out. They've definitely taken... Well, they've taken a common. They may have taken a Topaz Freeblade or something. Dominion's Elite. If you control another elf, put a 1/1 green elf warrior. Now, I keep doing elf archetypes, and I should really stop doing that. They don't really work all that well. I definitely... Man, yeah, I really want to take Abbot of Carol Keep. It's such a good card, especially, for a chase as well. Alright, let's see here. Tormented... Oh, Claustrophobia. Oh, man. So, Screeching Scab. That's probably not going to come back, because if I take the Claustrophobia, that's the only thing that's going to be blue in this pack, and whoever's going to go blue is going to take it, unless they go for Bounding Crisis. I'm definitely not taking the Bounding Crisis. No. Dragon Fodder. Wow, this is not that great of a pack, except for the Claustrophobia. Man, that's a great card. So, yeah, I guess it's the one I take. One uncommon has been taken out of it. So yeah, I'm kind of open on a lot of choices here. Displacement Wave, no. It's not really going to work. Return all non-land permanents with converted cost X or less, no. Because you just take it to their hands. Ringwarden Owl is a very good card. Aspiring Aeronaut is too. 1/2 flyer, and you put a 1/1 colorless Thopter. So it's essentially, you get a 1/2 and a 1/1 with flying, and they're both flyers. So the question is, do I take this or do I take the Ringwarden Owl? Because I'm not taking red, doesn't look like, and I'm definitely not taking black. I'm getting cut out of black. So, yeah, the Ringwarden is such a good card. But I mean, I'm going to be focused heavy into blue. I'm still open on black or red. Bellows Lizard I'm definitely not taking. Mighty Leap if I was really white right now, but no. I'm going to put that into... Okay, there we go. Zendikar's Royal, no. Magmatic Insight. I mean, you have to discard a land to draw 2. Deep Sea... Oh, Send to Sleep. Tap 2 target creatures. I mean, that would be the first instant or sorcery that I would pick up, and it's definitely in the color that I guess I'm going for, which is blue. I didn't really want to be in blue, but that's okay. I'm getting cut out of red, getting cut out of white. Well, I'm definitely out of black. Night Snare is not that great. So I'm going to take, well, tap up to 2 target creatures. Well, I mean, let's go through the list. Leaf Gilder is a great card, but I don't know. I might be a little bit too late for green, but there is 3 green. So I'm going to take the Send to Sleep. If green comes back, it'll be like Might of the Masses or something. I'll definitely do that. All right, so I'm definitely going to be in blue because no one else is grabbing it. Artificer's Epiphany. Draw 2 cards. If you control no artifacts, discard a card. Calculated dismissal will counter unless the controller pays 3. But let's also look at what I've got for black, because I've got a Fetid Imp here. A 1/2 flyer. I mean, I can just keep picking up flyers. I do have the Abbot, but because I don't have any red, that's pretty much just my chase card from here on out. So the 1/2 Flying Rat, right? Because I can also gain Death Touch. So I might as well just take the Fetid Imp. I'm going to put that right there. Tainted Remedy, no. Scab Goliath, maybe. Mantle of Webs returned. Watercourser. Let's see. As initial cost, exile 2 creature cards from your graveyard and trample. Well, I don't really think I'm going to have a whole lot of... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe comes back. I highly doubt it. Instead, I'd rather take the Watercourser. I mean, it's a 2/3 for a 3-drop, and I'm going to need some cards. So, yeah, definitely in blue. Definitely in blue. But I also got to look at that black. Gnarlroot Trapper. This is, I think it's a trap. It's a 1/1 for 1, and then you can pay a life to add green, which doesn't help me, and target attacking elf you control. So, that's not good for me. Nivix Barrier. 0/4 Flash Defender, and target attacking creature gets -4/-0 for the turn, I guess. I mean, if anything, I might as well just pick up a Majoring Bully, honestly, because I wouldn't be playing that, and when this creature dies, draw a card. I'm going to take Majoring, because I'm still kind of 50-50 between black and red, honestly. Okay, here we go. Girapir, no, Majoring again, and Infernal Scarring again, and Rabid Bloodsucker. Well, okay. My Ring Warden Owl is essentially... that's a 5 cost. That's a 5 cost flyer. Fetid Imp I like. Gilt Leaf I like. Majoring is so aggressive though. Oh my gosh, I don't know. This is actually the worst case scenario. I guess. Oh no, I'm gonna take Majoring. I'm actually gonna. I need more 2-drops, so then I don't really have to worry about that later. Dread Waters, Aven Battle Priest, Necromantic Summons. Put target creature from the graveyard into the battlefield under my control. This would be like my ultimate drop for a sorcery if I decide to do black, but I really think I'm starting to do red, so Cobble Brute's a pretty good choice. Boop, there we go. Hey, guess what came back, guys? Screeching Scab. So there you go. All right, I'm going red-blue. Is it fans in the house? Yes! Bellows Lizard, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put it in a... Well... Alchemist Vial, draw a card, target creature can attack or block. I'd rather take this than the Bellows, because I'm never going to play that Bellows Lizard. Deep Sea Terror can't attack unless there's 7 more cards in the graveyard. Screw it. Might as well just take it. Possessed Scab, I'm not going blue-black, which is a shame, so that just goes straight to the sideboard here, and the swamp as well. So that's pack 1. Let's take a look at pack 2. I'm gunning for some Planewalker. Liliana? Jace, you want to show up? That'd be really nice. I mean, that would be swell. Languish? Oh, no! No! I should have gone black. That's okay. Let's see. Goblin Glory Chasers. I mean, the 1/1/1 Renown 1, and as long as it's Renown, it has Menace. Mwah! The Subterranean Scout. Oh, and Read the Bones as well. Man. 2/1 for 2. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Wow. This is so so good for black. It's so good for red too. I think that Titan Strength might come back. This 2-cost enchant, it gets 3/2 and has trample at the beginning of each upkeep. If a player casts 2 or more spells last turn, sacrifice this. I'd rather take the Glory Chaser. I'm going to be passing a Languish because this does nothing for me. I mean, if I decided to be that type of kid to take it, like I said I was going to be at the beginning, I would. But I don't know. I mean, looking at blue, I've got Calculated Dismissal, which is all right. Maritime Guard is okay. It's not that good. But this Glory Chaser, you just run in and run and gun. So I'll take the Glory Chaser. Okay, Jace's Sanctum. Instant sorcery spells that cast cost 1 less. Yeah, all of those instances in sorcery spells. And it's another Aspiring Aeronaut, though. Deadbridge. Prickle Boar. Oh, man. Prickle Boar is such a good card. But it's a 5-drop compared to this 4. Let's go through CMC right here. So I've got a lot of 2-drops. Let's see. I mean, wow, Reef Soul too. No, it's a little bit too late for me to be black. I'm going to be honest. Fairy Miscreant again. Or not again, it's just Fairy Miscreant in general. 1/1 flyer. If no one is going blue, or if only 2 people are, they're going to be taking Jace, and they'd be taking Aspiring. Chief of the Foundry. I'm not running artifacts because I just didn't get them. So I'd be taking another Aspiring Aeronaut. Psychic Rebuttal. Counter target instant speller that targets me. If there are 2 or more instant or sorcery cards, you may copy the spell counter that way. That's pretty good. Another Prickle Boar. Oh, a Smash to Smithereens. Oh, and a Thopter Engineer. Sorry, I completely... wow. That's a 1/3, and you put a 1/1 colorless. And attack... artifact creatures you control also have haste. I might take that. Compared to the Prickle Boar. Do I have a Prickle Boar just yet? I'm hoping for another one to come back. 3/3/5 cost, though. That's a 3 cost, and I need... Okay, I took Thopter. It's done. Fiery Impulse. And Hydrolash. Attacking creatures get -2/-0, and it lets me draw. Send to Sleep and a Water Courser. So Fiery Impulse deals 2 damage to target creature. It gives me... I mean, I can wipe away a Thopter. I can wipe away an early hanger back. And it'll deal 3 if I've got 2 or more in the yard. Dragon Fodder to sort of surprise them, but I don't really have a whole lot of giving +1/+1s to goblins. Now, Send to Sleep, I already have, which is tap 2. Water Courser, that might be coming back. Hydrolash. I'd rather be taking the Fiery Impulse just because of the cost of it. There we go. Ooh, Turn to Frog. Fire Fiend Elemental, though. 3/2 4-drop with Haste and Renown 1. I love Renown, and God, I love Haste. Abilities creatures until end of turn. I mean, so it's like you waste a card to prevent damage for 1 turn, and if you're going to play this, you're generally going to be doing it on the defense. Scrap Skin Drake can block only creatures with flying. I'm taking the Fire Fiend Elemental. All right. Calculated Dismissal and Stratus Wall. Ooh, Rock Smaller. That's a good card. Volcanic Rambler. I mean, it's just a big old dumb Timmy card, right? Calculated Dismissal. Counter target spell unless the controller pays 3. And then you can scry 2 if you've got Spell Mastery. Stratus Walk is like a no-no. Like, that is just not happening. So, between the Volcanic Rambler and the Calculated Dismissal... 5/6. I mean, that's a bomb that might win me near the end of the game, but Deep Sea Terror is... and Ringwarden Owl. I mean, I'd rather take the Calculated Dismissal. So I'm going to. That's the way this works. Orbs of Warding. Yeah, that's... Okay, I mean, this is an okay card. It's, it gets a lot of... It gets a bad rap. It's showing... It even has play in, like, Standard and stuff. So I don't know. I'm going to take the Volcanic Rambler. Or do I take the Mage Ring Network? I don't really have a whole lot of necessary need for X. except for like Deep Sea Terror. So I'm gonna take the Rambler. Yep, taking the Rambler. Okay. Bone to Ash, Infectious Bloodlust. Ooh. That enchant gets 2/1, has haste, and attacks each turn. When it dies, I mean, search my library for a card, name this, reveal it. So this is an okay card. Obviously, if you got 2 or 3 in your library, then we're talking. But I don't know. It's between obviously that and Bone to Ash. Counter target spell, draw a card. But then I'm really playing the control. Clearly, you know, I'd rather be going Infectious Bloodlust here. I'm gonna be honest. I want to be heavy in sort of the aggro side. Titan Strength came back. Happy. Fairy Miscreant or Prickle Bore. Man. Once again, if I'm able to stack myself with Fairy Miscreants, then all is happy. But this is already like near the end of pack 2, so I'd have to go heavy on Fairy Miscreants for pack 3, and I'm fairly certain that I'm not going to be cut at least out of blue on this side. So, man, I'm gonna take the Prickle Bore. Yeah, I am. All right, here we go. Screeching Scab. Dread Waters, I'm not. Psychic Rebuttal, target instant or sorcery spell that targets me. Again, that came back. It's a 2-drop compared to a Screeching Scab, which is a 2/1, and I put the top 2 cards. Now, if I grab this, yeah, which I'm definitely going to do, because it's going to force me to... Well, it makes sure that I'm comfy with the amount of creatures that I have at 2-drop. So I can actually pick up a couple of bombs, maybe 3 cost, 4 cost. Attacking creatures get -2, -0. I mean, yeah, I have to take it. Macabre Waltz or Reclaim. Yeah, I'll take the black. Obviously, I'm just gonna send it here. And I got a Volcanic Rambler and an island. All right, here we go. Pack 3. This is where the magic happens. This is definitely where I get... I'm gonna zoom this up a bit. I'm gonna get my Planeswalker right here. You just watch. That would be a great way to end this. Dwynen Guiltleaf Dan. Dan. Girl, that's a terrible joke. That's a really, really nice rare, but not in that color, and I'm not going to hate draft. Chandra's Fury deals 4 damage to target player and 1 damage to each creature that player controls. I mean, that's a board wipe. Destroy target artifact or land for Demolish 2. Deep Sea Terror I already have, pardon me. And Disperse, return target online permanent to its owner's hand. You're just preventing the inevitable with that card. So it's between Fury and Demolish. Demolish is definitely, like, that is definitely a sideboard card. Chandra's Fury also is as well, because if I go up against heavy Thopters, that board wipes the Thopters. But I mean, it's less cost. It's a 4-drop. I'm actually going to take the Demolish, just because of that artifact. I'm going to put it in my sideboard right here. Okay? What's Starfield of Nyx? Wow. If you're running enchantments, maybe. And I mean, yeah, I could pick that up in order for me to get the what's it called? You know, those chase rares. Now here's a couple of hard choices. Oh my gosh, I should pick up the pace. Separatist Void Mage is 2/2 for, and you have to return target creature to its owner's hand. That is a sick card. Fiery Conclusion. I got a sack a creature and I deal 5 to target creature. Meh. 4/3 Reach for Skyraker. Acro and Sergeant is a killer. And Gearcrafter is not that bad. I think it's between Separatist and Acroan. I have a sneaking suspicion that, well, this is really heavy in red. I'm going to take the Void Mage. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Void Mage. I don't know why I would take the Void Mage though. Oh man. I've never played with a Void Mage before, so screw it. I'm taking the Void Mage. That might have been the hey! Hey, it all worked out. There's my Acro and Sergeant. I'll just take that. Oh, Patron of the Valiant, man. Hey, Claustrophobia, finally. Oh, no, I already have one. Oh, well, I'm going to take another one. Wow, Taupe Freeblade as well? Yikes! Subterranean Scout. Target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked. That's not coming back because I think red's done again on this side. So I'm taking the Claustrophobia. Down, absolutely. Absolutely I'm taking that Claustrophobia. So, sorry guys, no Planeswalkers this time. I'll probably be up against someone who does, trust me. Okay, Mage Ring Bully is pretty much the only thing I can take unless I want a Guardian Automaton. And I don't want the Guardian Automaton. I'll take another Mage Ring Bully. That gives me 3. Between the Ring Warden and the Subterranean Scout. Now, I want to have more presence with flyers. This is actually great because I think I'm starting to get a decent deck here because it's definitely going to be like heavy on the flying side, I think, because I also have a lot of Thopter creation. So definitely the Ring Warden. Now I only have 9 spells. Yeah, I do. So, or 9 non-creature spells is what I mean. So I'm kind of okay with creatures for now. Flame Shadow Conjuring. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield, you may pay red. If you do put a token on the battlefield that's a copy, that token gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. No thanks. Another Rambler? Oh, or an Alchemist Vial. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. And it lets me draw a card. You know, I already have one of those. I'm not gonna... I already have 2 Volcanic Ramblers. I'm Alchemist Vial. Oh my goodness! Hey, here we go! Reclusive Artificer! Haha! Blue-red! 2/3, haste. When it enters the battlefield, you may have it deal damage to target creature equal to the number of artifacts you control. I don't really care about artifacts that I control, because I'm not going to really control a lot of artifacts. Yeah. I'd rather take the Maritime Guard, honestly. I mean, yes, it's you know, in my wheelhouse, but I'm taking Maritime. Chandra's Fury is back. I guess I'm taking it. For the time being, I'm going to put it on the sideboard. And then just wait for the next pack. So heavy on the 2-drops. My curve is looking mighty fine. It is. I mean, that one Goblin Glory Chaser is the only 1-drop creature I've got. But yeah. Maritime Guard. Maybe I should have grabbed the Fairy Miscreant when I had the chance, but clearly that's not going to happen because I did not see one. So here comes the next little pack here. Nivix Barrier or Fiery Conclusion. Or the Veteran's Sidearm. Sack a creature, deal 5 damage to target creature. I can do it because I might have Thopters in play if I decide to play this off. And 5 damage to target creature is huge, and it's also really forcing me into the 2-drop. So I have a lot of options. I'm going to do this over the Nivix Barrier. Alright. Yeah, I'll grab another Deep Sea Terror. I'm not going to play it. Well, maybe. Maybe if I decide that I need, you know, a whole lot of Boom Boom. I highly doubt that. Excuse me. Remember, when I say I mean we, because all of you are drafting with me, and we're going to succeed or fail based on how you guys perform. Trust me, that's how this works. I'm giving a lot of I'm giving this guy a lot of white, and the white cards have been coming back surprisingly. Seeing some of these cards really deep, Amper and Tactician and stuff like that. Prism Ring, I'll pick and I'll put in the sideboard, because who knows. So I have a general idea for this, which is like spread the board with Screeching Scabs. I gotta put top 2 cards in my library. I gotta mill 2 when I do Screeching Scab. So I gotta be careful when I do this. It's not that great. 1/3 Maritime Guard. Actually, Screeching Scab. I think that's terrible. It's like worse than a bear, and I have to... Okay, I'm probably not gonna play Screeching Scab then. That was an easy answer. I have 20 creatures, guys. Don't worry. I now have 20 creatures. I am not playing Screeching Scab. That is nuts. I really should have... you know what? I was thinking of the other Scab, the blue-black one. Darn it. That's okay. Waiting for this other freaking player to pick a card here. While I'm doing that, I can take a look at this. Actually, I'll wait. Now, I'm actually... This is a trap. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield and creatures you control get +1/+1. No one... I don't know what just happened. I think... Oh yeah, I took the Stratus Walk. So yeah, the time ran out because someone was taking too long. Darn it. Well, I'm going to put that straight into the sideboard here. I am not playing that. And while I'm at it, I'm going to move Screeching Scab. That is not a good card. I'll put that right there. Excuse me. Alchemist Vial I like because it gives me card draw. Second Rebuttal. All right. That's a good way to end the draft here. And here comes everyone's favorite part, which will be the construction. I don't know why this guy is waiting to take between a land and the other card, but I will take the islands. All right, let's see what we have here. Should I have taken the Artificer? No, I shouldn't have, right? I don't even have like any aids next to me. I'm just like, this is what I'm drafting. End of story. All right, so we're gonna sort this by CMC. Fiery Impulse is a maybe. Goblin Glory Chaser and Titan Strength are definites. So I'm gonna put Fiery Impulse over to here. If it's gonna let me, just do that. Okay. Maritime Guard stays. Psychic Rebuttal, maybe. Send to Sleep stays. Abbot, that stays. Fiery Conclusion, maybe. Infectious Bloodlust I really like, so I'm going to keep it. Obviously, I didn't get any other Infectious Bloodlusts, which is a shame, so it's not that powerful. So ignore the third sentence, but enchant creature, get 2/1, has haste, and attacks each turn. I can throw that on a Mage Ring. These Mage Rings are great, and I actually might think I'm going to keep the Alchemist Vials, just because it lets me draw a card and lets me kind of fog out one creature, twice, potentially in a game. Thopter Engineer stays. Acheron Sergeant, Claustrophobia stay. Hydrolash maybe. Calculated Dismissal, target spell and controller pays 3. I'm going to put that over there. I mean, removal and counter is two different things, at least I think. Attacking creatures get -2, -0. This is more like a card draw. So if anything, I would rather keep the Calculated Dismissal. Now, Aspiring Aeronaut, stays. Separatist Void Mage, hell yeah. Cobble Brute, yes. Fire Fiend Elemental, yeah. So my 4 drops are good. My 2 Ringward are okay. My Prickle Boar is okay. I'm going to take out a Volcanic Rambler. I'm going to take out a Deep Sea. I mean, like, these are like no's. Deep Sea. So, if I move this up, I've got 30 in the deck now. So really, I'm gonna just play around with this. Now I have 26. I gotta get this down to another 3 cards here, and I gotta be popping off some creatures. I have too many creatures now. So if I were to look at the creatures, I mean, I could remove 1 Mage Ring, I suppose. I really like Ring Wardens. Let's see. Acroans, definitely. Cobble Brute, I mean, it's nice. Fire Fiend 3/2 with haste and renown. Yeah. Goblin Glory Chaser, definite. Maritime Guard, maybe? Maybe? Like, I could take out a Mage Ring and a Maritime, but then the only thing that I have for the first 2 drops are red cards, and that is not good. Watercourser. How about Calculated Dismissal? I'm going to move Calculated Dismissal into a maybe. I'll actually put that up here. Let's go. Aspiring Separatist, Cobble Brute, Fire Fiend. I want to keep those, guaranteed. Ring Warden, Flying Prowess is, man. As long as it's my turn, this is a 5/3. Like, I've got a good couple of bombs. If I pull out Deep Sea Terror, I'm not going to be super sad, because the Volcanic Rambler is probably a better card than this thing. Yes, it's a 6/4, but it can at least attack. Like, this will not attack unless I have 7 in the yard, and because it's a 6 cost, the odds of me actually having all those cards in the yard until like turn 8, turn 9, it's not going to happen. So I'm gonna take Deep Sea and I'm gonna push it off. So now I got to get rid of 1 more card. I'm starting to think that maybe I'll get rid of. Oh man, I don't know. I really like Mage Rings. They're just bastards. I mean, you have 3 of them on the board, and then all of a sudden, I play something like Claustrophobia to hunker down. I force them to no longer, block with one of their creatures. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step, and then these gain prowess, and now I'm swinging for 9. Like, it's that easy. So I'd rather keep them. Maybe I'll pull off the Alchemist Vial, just because the two drop. Yeah, I mean the curve's really high. So that's what I'm gonna do. But if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna look at Fiery Impulse again. 2 damage. I mean that's just straight burn, which is okay. I pay 1, I deal 2, and I just get rid of something. So it's a 1-for-1, which is not bad. Yeah. But if I wanted to bring Fiery Impulse back, what would I send out? These cards I'm not going to play. These cards I'm not going to play. Demolish is definitely sideboard. I'm going to move this over. I'm going to move this over. Chandra's Fury. So these are going to be sideboard cards. Everything past here is nothing. Volcanic Rambler and Deep Sea if I need to have an increased set of bombs. Psychic Rebuttal. So like I have counter. This is a counter as well. This is a burn. I'm going to put them in the same sort of. And then this lets me sack a creature, and it's also sort of a burn. So I have the ability to get rid of some creatures if I want to have more control. So I'm okay with that. Alchemist Vial I'll keep on. Deep Sea will go here. Hydrolash, attacking creatures get -2/-0 until the end of turn. Draw a card. It's just fog. That's all that is. So I don't really want that in my set. I've got 17 creatures, which is a lot of creatures. It's like I'm running zoo up in here. 17 is nuts. So yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go over this one more time. Sorry if I'm deciding to talk to ourselves, but Glory Chaser I want to keep. Titan Strength I want to keep. Maritime Guard is really the only thought. But once again, like I just said, if I take out Maritime Guard, the only 2-drop I have that is blue is Send to Sleep. So, I mean, I'm really going to be going heavy red, even though I have, like, look at these 2 colors. So, did we screw ourselves over? I don't think so. I actually might go for it. I might just, like, swarm them with creatures, which will really tick them off, and then you know, come post-boarding time, I can change it up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Claustrophobia is definitely good. Send to Sleep, that's okay. The only thought I can have is if I decide to bring in some control. So if I decided to do that, it would have to be a 2-drop. I would pull 1 Mage Ring Bully out, which is what I'll do, and I'll bring in Psychic Rebuttal. There, I mean, that's a little bit better. 16 creatures is apparently, I mean, it's around there. You're going to go between 12 to 18, 19 creatures. 16 sounds good with 7 other non-creature spells. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of happy with this. So let's add some basic lands here. It's suggesting 9 and 8, and I agree with that, because, I mean, look at the CMC. I'm going to need to have more blue than red, so I'm going to add that to the deck. That's my big 40. So now let's just clean up what I've got here for my sideboard, which is essentially these. So if I need to bring in more guys, Mage Ring, Volcanic Rambler for big bombs, Deep Sea Terror maybe if I really need to do it, and then I've got burns, and then I have counters. So I am kind of versatile. My first game, like the first matchup that I'll play every time, might be iffy, but at most I'm trying to find a way to try to figure it out and crack them down. So yeah, there you go. So for the last time that I draft Origins, this is my final limited draft deck. I hope you guys enjoy. Please take it easy on me on the comments, because this is the first time that I'm doing this with a recording, which is pretty cool. And this is also, I'm a novice at limited, and I think this will be okay. My curve is all right, and I've got a decent amount of creatures, and I definitely have some really good creatures up in here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna split this up and get ready for game 1. So I hope you guys catch that, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye.